Hello there, you wonderful person. I am Gareth Mason. It is Tuesday, May 20th. It's exactly 6:59 p.m. and I'm going home. Alright, they're gonna stop for me? No one's gonna stop for me. I'm outraged. Alright. So, last time I updated you, it was yesterday, last night. I thought about recording this today in after lunch or going home, but I thought it was better content-wise to acquire more experience throughout the day instead of just recording at that time, even though it's not the best to record at night. But what I care the most is what I'm talking about. The scenery is an afterthought. All right, so yesterday I fell asleep. What did I do last night? I don't think I did much other than posting the video. Yeah. I just went to bed. And then this morning, man, it's getting more and more difficult to get out of bed every morning. Probably because the sun is rising later and later. So the sun rises close to 7 o'clock now, and I wake up at 6. So I imagine that makes it a little bit more difficult to wake up. But I did it. I woke up and I put on the shoes instead of sticking with the slippers. I put on the shoes, put on clothes. I did the thing. And then I taught my class in the morning with the kids. It was a fine class. So loud. It was a fine class. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Oh no, I do have something that happened. A student didn't want to do part of the class, part of the activity, and it got me frustrated. I don't know if I acted I don't know if I ended that part of that interaction in a high note, because he didn't do the thing. And I just told him quietly, your grade just went down. And I always try to be positive with students all of the time. But I didn't see any other way to, because you didn't do the thing, of course, your grade is gonna go down. But I don't know. Maybe it was a good thing. But then the trick when you get frustrated is that being a teacher, you get frustrated sometimes. Especially with young learners, kids and teenagers, they can test you. And the secret for this is, when you get frustrated, fine, you get frustrated at that one time, and then you let go. Continue the class without the frustration. Leave the frustration behind. And that's what's important, to compartmentalize. Compartmentalize. Yeah, put that in a bubble and then move on with the class as if nothing happened. After you address it, of course, you got to address it and then move on. Feedback is the most effective, the closest to the action possible. I was listening to a podcast about that, and it's absolutely true. For dogs, for humans, if you want somebody to learn something, you gotta give feedback as soon as possible. Yeah, so that was my morning. And then I went home, played a little bit of The Last of Us before lunch. And then I started playing Crusader Kings III while I ate lunch. Now, this playing is in quotations, quote unquote playing, because what I did is I created a character with everything maxed out, with the best possible traits, which now that I think about, I could have given more traits. But anyways, and then I just let the game play by itself. There's a spectator mode that you just watch. If you don't know what Crusader Kings is, it's kind of like, it's a cross between The Sims and I don't even know what, man. It's a medieval ages simulator, but with all of its complexities, like relationships and your vassals and, you know, empires, feudalism, tribes, all the political stuff, all the religious stuff. Everything is super accurate as far as I know, or as accurate as they can make a game be, which is awesome. I think that's amazing. I'm just, that game is way too much for my brain. It's too complex. But I've always wanted to know how to play it and, you know, enjoy myself with it. Like knowing what I'm doing. And I had it installed on my PlayStation, so I did that. But as I was watching the game play itself, the game crashed, and then it said that I had to delete the game and reinstall it because it just completely crashed. I deleted it, I tried to reinstall, it just wouldn't install again. I tried to go like on the game store, on the PS Plus category, catalog. Try to do it, same mistake, can't do it. Then I looked at the storage and it looked like there was no games installed on my external SSD. So the SSD got corrupted, the whole thing. So I had to format that. Thankfully, Crusader Kings is only 5 gigabytes, so it didn't take that long to download it again after I formatted the SSD. It's the second time this happened, you know. SSD just, you know, hey, I'm done. And then you have to format it in order to use it again. Last time it happened, like my friend Guilherme was over to play Resident Evil and then just crashed it like that. So we have to sit there and wait for the game to be installed again. I remember this because among the games that are installed there, the only games that were left installed on the PlayStation were the ones on the original SSD, and Resident Evil Village is one of them. And then I remember, that's why. Because of that day. So yeah, maybe I'll play that. I'm more interested in that right now. But The Last of Us is very good too. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Anything else on my mind? I don't think so. I think that's gonna be all. Tomorrow I'll be back with more updates. And that's gonna keep on going for the foreseeable future. Definitely 1 year. Yeah. Let's do this experiment for at least a year. So that's all. Thanks everybody for watching. I have been Gareth Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye-bye.